Hello guys, and welcome to my first video on BF4. If you discount the previous video I uploaded of me being a bit of an idiot, I did, give in and buy it on PC. I was a bit reluctant to begin with buying it on PC simply because of the fact that my PC isn't that great. But after some tweaking, in the options and some of the settings, I can get it to run about 60 FPS on medium settings at 1080p. So I'm quite happy with that, and all the footage will be recorded in that. So as you're watching right now, this is just a compilation of my first 3 games, I think it was. So I hadn't played on PC multiplayer in a long time, so it's kind of just bad. It's bad, I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted to upload something. I wanted to show you my first couple of games in montage form, so here it is. I wanted to go over a couple of things. First, it running on my PC. It took me about 20 to 30 minutes to get it to run at the settings it's currently at. But yeah, I don't have a great PC anyway. I mean, I'll post my PC specs in the description for anyone who actually cares. But yeah, I think it's better than the minimum. I think it's even better than the recommended on the website, but it's definitely not an enthusiast gaming PC. Just the bare bones of it, I've got a quad-core AMD running at 2.8 GHz. I've got 6 gigs of RAM. I forget what that's running at. 2 hard drives, and my graphics card is a GTX 560, not a TI, just a standard 560. I've been looking at other upgrades. I do want to get I think it's a pile driver, AMD pile driver, the 6 or 8 core processor that they have. I always stick with AMD processors just simply because they're more affordable. I can't go for an Intel. I can't afford an Intel, so well, a decent one. I mean, I don't really. I just pay attention to AMD side of things. I don't really pay attention to Intels. But as far as processors go, AMD all the way for me at the moment. But then there's also the fact that I'm running a GTX NVIDIA card with an AMD processor, and I've heard. I don't know if it really is true, but one would assume that if you're running an AMD processor, it'd be best to run an AMD graphics card. But I don't know, I just like the AMD processors for gaming more than over an Intel. But I'm definitely an NVIDIA fanboy at the moment. I do prefer my NVIDIA graphics cards. I've had about 2 or 3 maybe, and I've loved every single one of them. I had a GTS 250 before this one. It wasn't a great card, but it allowed me to play some games a lot better than I did before. But yeah, I definitely prefer the GTX 560 over the GTS 250. I've been looking at the GTX 760s, but I can't afford them. I just can't flat out afford them. I'm trying to save my money for a PS4 as much as I can, which is £350 in the UK, just flat out. I mean, I've still got Battlefield 4 on the PS4, but obviously I can't play it until I get it. Some of you might be wondering why I've got it before I get the console. I just wanted to get the early release deal that you got some bonus packs and the China Rising DLC with it, so I just wanted to get that. Oh yeah, going back to why I have the game on PC, or buying the game on PC. It was my own stupid fault, but after buying it through Origin, I, out of curiosity, went to game.co.uk, which is a local, well, I wouldn't say a local, but local to this country, online retailer that sell games, and they were selling BF4 on the PC with the China Rising DLC and all the bonuses I got on Origin for £10 cheaper. Actually, no, £11 cheaper. I was quite annoyed, to say the very least. So I wasted £10. Sure, I would have got the disc and I would have had to wait a couple of days before I would have got it, but I would have saved 10 quid. Shot myself in the foot with that one. Anyway, back to the upgrades, or PC talk. I love PC talk. I'm a nerd. I can sit here for ages and just talk about computers. Right. I wanted to go over why, for me, I think that the PS4 is better than bog standard gaming PC like I have. I mean, for one, the graphics chip in the PS4 is supposed to be more powerful. I know I said I'm running mine on 1080p at 60 FPS, thereabout on medium, which is, going by what other people have said, is kind of comparable. But I've also disabled a lot of the features on PC to let it run at those settings. I can put it up higher, I can get it up to ultra, but it runs about 25 to 30, or lower even. But I would save that for, you know, solo playing while I'm not recording, because recording with fraps, recording with fraps definitely lowers the frame rate quite a bit, which is a pain in the ass. But I need to get more equipment or better recording software or something. But I'm gonna have to hold off on that until I actually get some money coming in from YouTube. So money from YouTube goes towards paying for more stuff, ironically. But the reason why I think it's better is because, well, my PC specs, as you can see, compared to the PS4 is more powerful. The only thing that is would be more powerful if I was to upgrade my CPU, which would be the cheapest option right now, would be my PC. That would be more powerful than the PS4 because 8 cores running at, what is it, 4 gigahertz, which is what the power driver runs at, as opposed to 8 cores running at 1.6. But again, you know, PCs are a funny thing. You have all the overheads of drivers. That's why I like AMD for their manual system that they're releasing. I can't wait to see what that'll do for consoles and PCs. Gaming PCs will have that bigger leap with the manual system rather than, you know, the not as big a leap with consoles, because even though PC gaming is better in terms of the quality, but you have to spend the premium to get that quality. Whereas there's going to be features on the PS4 that I can't run on my PC for Battlefield 4 because my PC just can't handle it. I've only got 1 gig of VRAM on my graphics card. I think it's overclocked about 900 megahertz, I think, or maybe a little bit higher. I can't remember what the original frequencies are. And I don't even know what the frequencies are for the PS4. I think it's 800 megahertz for the graphics chip. But in any case, the graphics chip for the PS4 is definitely more powerful. I looked into the teraflop performance comparable to my graphics card and the PS4 graphics chip, and my graphics card is supposed to be running around the 1.2 teraflop range, whereas the PS4 is running around the 1.78 teraflop range. So it's significantly more powerful than my graphics card that I have in my PC. I mean, don't get me wrong, my PC will play any game. It's just I can't play it at the same quality. So there you go. And going back to this, the features I had to change on my PC, I had to disable DirectX 11 in order to run Battlefield 4 at a higher frame rate, so I could get it to higher quality. Because if I was running DirectX 11, it ran probably about half the frame rate it's running now, which is crazy. I think the DirectX 11 version that you're using in BF4 just isn't compatible with my card or something. I don't know. I don't even know what version DirectX 11 my card can run, so I haven't really looked into it. I probably should before I start talking about it. But I know that, I don't know what level it is, but I do know that the PS4 is running DirectX 11 anyway. So, but I've always claimed that consoles are better than PCs because they have that dedicated hardware. The games are, I wouldn't say they're tailor-made, but they're tweaked and, you know, made to run better on console than PCs when it comes to just generalization. Whereas PCs, as a lot of people have said, you get crashes, you get all sorts of problems, you get hackers, you get bugs, you get incompatible driver issues, you get all sorts of problems. With the console, you just stick it in and play it. But I have both. I'm a PC gamer first before anything else, but I do also heavily prefer console gaming. I was a console gamer first. I started playing with the Sega Mega Drive. I can't remember what they call it in America now. But anyway, worked my way up through the PlayStations. Even had a Dreamcast before then. I love my Dreamcast. Got the first Xbox when that came out, the 360, PS3. Not long after getting rid of my 360, when it red ringed the first time, is when I really got, you know, a bit more serious into my PC gaming. That's when I started getting the proper hardware. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Ciao for now. Right, I wanted to go over I wanted I was a console gamer. I was a console gamer first. No fucking fridge. Anyway,